Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nikki here and I'm back with another recipe, okay? Today I'm going to be making honey fried chicken. So as usual, I'm showing you all the ingredients that you are going to need in the beginning of this video. So first off, I'm showing you some honey. This is organic raw honey. You can use whatever honey you have on hand, but this is what I buy. Yeah, so this is what I had. So next you're going to need some flour. So yeah, just a little disclaimer. I don't know what happened to the color of this video. I didn't notice it until I was editing it and I was just like, I'm going to still put it up, y'all. So I don't know what was going on with my camera. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't bother you guys too much. So next you're going to be using some Slap Yo Mama seasoning. You can use any Cajun seasoning that you like, but this is my favorite Cajun seasoning to use. Then you're going to need some garlic powder and some onion powder. And then you're going to need some black pepper, you guys. Black pepper, black pepper, Then you're going to need some paprika, yes, some paprika. And then we're going to also need some salt. So again, this is pink Himalayan salt. You can use any type of salt that you have on hand, you guys. And then you're going to need a bag. So for me, when I go shopping at Aldi's, or like a natural grocery store, I do try to keep most of my bags, and I do wash them out and sanitize them and let them air dry, and I keep them for things like this or to go back to the store or whatever the case may be. So you can use a brown paper bag if that's all that you have, but you're going to need something to put your flour in. And then also you are going to need some chicken wings. Okay, I got whole chicken wings here. You can use drumettes if you like, but this is particularly kind of what I use. Okay, so I don't know what happened to this footage, but I did pour some flour into this bag. And I don't know about y'all, but my grandma taught me that whatever you season your chicken with, you season your flour with, okay? So that is basically what I'm doing right here. I am seasoning my flour because you want that crust to have some flavor too, y'all. You don't want to be biting into no chicken and then the crust is just bland and plain, but then the meat all flavorful. You know, that's just backwards. I don't know where they do that at, okay? So this is what I'm doing right now. I am seasoning that flour up, and now I'm going to just mix it all together and mash it and mix it and mash it and mix it, all right? Make sure all of it is coming together, all right? And so now we're going to go ahead and season that chicken meat, okay? So we're just going to do the same steps that we did with the flour, and I showed you guys all the ingredients already in the beginning of this video, okay? So yeah, this is what we're doing now, is just seasoning up that chicken meat so it could be busting with flavor, okay? And again, y'all, I just don't measure. The only time you will see me measuring anything is if I am baking, okay? That's because I am not a baker, and I know baking requires like exact measurements, okay? But anything else that you see me cooking, y'all, I do not measure, and I am so sorry if that confuses any of you guys, okay? That is just how I was always taught how to cook. I never see my grandma measure not one thing unless she was baking. So I'm so sorry. I would try to do better if y'all like these cooking videos, to try to estimate, maybe, you know. I'm preferably like, it's just do it to your taste, do it to your liking, is basically how I am. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my hand and mix it all up. My hands is nice and clean, y'all. You can use a glove for this step, but I use my hand, and I'm going to go ahead and mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. And just a little tip, like my hand that I have my wedding ring on, I do not use that hand to like touch a lot of things, just because my wedding ring, and you can get like things, you know, caught up in there, you know, stuff from the chicken or meat or whatever you're cooking. So you would rarely see me ever using my hand with my wedding ring on. Either it's going to be on, or I'm not going to use that hand at all. So yeah, that's just a little tip that I had, okay? So yeah, now I'm going to take about 9 pieces of chicken into the bag of flour. And I do have a cast iron pot on the stove. I typically only fry chicken in cast iron, so it's either going to be a cast iron Dutch oven or a cast iron skillet. But you my dear, can use whatever it is that you have on hand. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw those chicken in that flour, and I'm gonna just go ahead and give it a nice little mix. Make sure all the chicken gets nice and coated, and everything is nice and coated, because you want every inch of the chicken coated in this flour before dropping it in the grease. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and drop the chicken in the grease, you guys. You guys want to make sure your grease is at least 350. I do have a thermometer to check my grease temperature. Or you can take like a chopstick or something like that and stick it down into the hot grease. And if you see bubbles, that means it is ready. Or another tip is take some flour and sprinkle it into the hot grease. And if it starts going crazy and you get like a mad reaction, it is ready for the chicken. Okay. So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop those chicken pieces. Depending on the size of your pot or whatever you're frying your chicken in, you don't want to overcrowd the chicken in there, because it's not going to crisp up. It's just going to kind of fry, but yet not be crispy. It's gonna kind of fry and be like a smothered fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be that crispy, crusty goodness that we like on our fried chicken, y'all. So make sure y'all are not crowding the pan, because then you lower the temperature of the grease. So yeah, I know about how many pieces of chicken, will fit in this pot, obviously, because I've used it several times. So I think about 9 pieces of chicken fit comfortably in this pot, and it's kind of deep too. So it's deep frying, okay? So it's the difference when you're deep frying and when you're frying in a flat skillet. So I got all the chicken laid into the grease here, and I'm just letting you guys just see that perfect frying temperature. It's just going and going. And I sure hate that this camera did this to me, y'all, because I feel like y'all cannot get the gist of what this chicken is looking like right now. Okay, this is not even done. Okay, this is probably about 6 minutes into frying here, and I'm just showing you guys like the different stages. So it's still light, but not totally brown yet. So now the chicken is done. After about 12 minutes with these chicken wings, yes, they are done. So yeah, different cuts of chicken, like a thigh would take longer than a wing, and a thigh would take longer than a leg. A breast would take longer than a thigh. So just depending on the part of chicken that you are cooking, yes, it's different cooking times. But these wings took about 12 minutes to get nice and crispy and done how I like them. And I'm just going to put them on some paper towels here that I have on a flat cookie sheet, and I am going to let that excess grease drain off of them. I do put my oven on like 170, the lowest temperature that it could go, and pop my chicken in there until all of it is being cooked. So yeah, so I do give about 2 minutes in between frying to let that oil rise back up to temperature before throwing my next batch of chicken into the oil, just to make sure it rises back up and it hasn't lowered, because I want every piece of chicken, every batch of chicken, to be as crispy as the last. Okay, so yeah, now I'm just going to throw in my second batch of chicken. I think in total I made about 4 batches of chicken, maybe 5. So yeah, this is my second batch of chicken that I'm throwing into the grease, and just showing you guys one more time what I do. Just taking it out the flour, giving it a twirl, making sure everything's coated, and popping it into the grease. Okay, so this is all the chicken that is done, y'all. It is nice and crispy, nice and brown, nice and golden, and it's piping hot. Okay, I'm taking out the very last batch of chicken. I forgot. And I'm laying that right on top of that chicken. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I am going to take the honey, y'all. Lucky, I'm going to take the honey, y'all. And I'm about to just drizzle my nizzle, all the honey on top of this chicken. Okay, make sure you move the pieces out of the way so that the chicken underneath, the top chickens, can get the love of this honey. Okay. One day I was just at home and I was just frying some chicken, and I'm like, you know what? I want to see how this is going to taste. I want to see how my kids, because my kids is not big meat eaters. Like, they're very, very picky when it comes to the meat. And it's like, we don't eat fried chicken often. So I'm like, okay, when I want fried chicken, I don't want to just make me fried chicken. I want to make the whole family fried chicken. So when I drizzled this honey on top of these chicken wings, let me tell y'all, all this chicken y'all see in this clip right here was gone. Do you hear me? Like, this is a big hit in my house when we decide. When we decide to fry chicken. Okay, let me give y'all some close-ups of this chicken. This deliciousness right here. You guys have to try this recipe. It is so simple, you guys. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget that God loves you. I love you, and it's important that you love yourself, you guys. And please try this recipe, you guys. It is so simple, so easy. Just follow the steps, and I bet you will not regret it. And I did pair my chicken with some mixed vegetables and some mashed potatoes. Okay, you can do fries or whatever you like for your family, you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy. And until next time, you guys, guard your minds, guard your hearts, and see ya later.